Right. Shall we start? Nick, you hear me fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Oh, cool. DL is also here, There's a lot of new faces that I don't recognize in the audience, so that's cool. Welcome, guys. Well, the idea for this community call is just to share a lot of what we've been doing, some of the things that maybe some of you, if you're not in the private channels of the Discord, like Inner Circle or Big Brain or what else, ZRS Holder, for example, you might not know of some updates that we usually share first there. So the idea is basically to share with you guys what we're building in the background, because there's a lot of things that take time for us to announce and to present to the general chat. And yeah, also to answer some of your questions, some of the most common questions, and just talk to you guys. It's not something. It's not like a super serious basis where we have a schedule or something like that. It's just to talk a little bit with you guys, and I think we should do it more often if you guys like it. Let's see. So let me see. What do I want to start with? Well, I think it's interesting to discuss a few of the milestones we've hit recently. So for those who just got here, maybe because of our token launch, which is one of the milestones I was going to talk about, we've been building the protocol for a while now, a year and a half already. So although we grew a lot since June 1st or May 27th, when we started the Short Foundry LBP, we've been building this for a while now. We fundraised our pre-seed around March 2023, February 2023, something like that. And we fundraised the seed round this year around April. And then we launched our token in May 27th to June 1st, which was a Pure Foundry LBP, and got listed on the MaxC, which is it's like top 7 exchanges in the world and one of the largest ones in Asia, which is more than 35% of our community, so made sense. And yeah, one of the largest milestones we achieved this year was first launching testnet, which is going on for a while now. We revamped many of the campaigns and available features around 2 months ago, I think, something like that. And then we launched the token 45 days ago, some around that. And it's been great compared to most other altcoins that not only launched but at our early stage. I think we're going great in terms of token performance. Market conditions are really tough right now, so we gotta defend ourselves and just keep building and growing the community and trying to give you guys cool events and something that you really care about. And that's something we've been trying to do. Like, I don't know if you guys saw what I asked yesterday in the general chat about, like, oh, we've been providing, like, for the main community members, people who have been with us for a while, who are contributing, who give us feedback and help us to improve the protocol before we launch on mainnet. We usually give those people like access to exclusive channels, to exclusive calls, to exclusive rewards and things like that. And we want to implement more of this, because with a lot more people coming and participating, I think it's only fair that we give those a chance as well. So yeah, it's been interesting run on testnet. Um, Regarding testnet, we recently launched the Dragon Fortnight, which is basically a Fortnite, 15 days of a specific campaign, last campaign. I don't know if you all participated in the Dragon Fortnight for one, which was focused a lot on holding ZRS and providing liquidity on Balancer and staking BPTs on Aura, which is Aura Finance is a protocol that incentivizes liquidity pools on Balancer. So basically, we can incentivize a better APR on our pool through Aura, and Aura and Balancer will match the incentives, which is great. And this is something that is going on for a while now, and it's going to get better. Probably starting next week or the other one, because since we launched the token, like I don't know, 7 days, maybe I think 7 or 10 days after we launched the token, we launched the DAO. Like we didn't want to wait. This is something that we wanted to do since the beginning and actually build a decentralized protocol. So we launched the DAO. We elected the council. Every token holder elected the council. It was a vote, of course. And we elected 5 council members. I am one of the council members who got elected. We also have Betty with her hands, which is a valuable community member that is not related to the protocol directly, but have been participating since the beginning and helping a lot. And it grew like horses within the community, so he got elected. So me, Betty, we also have Rich, which is Dick Kings. He's the head of community for Livium, a GameFi project that is someone of our trust. We also have Fracton Ventures, represented by Keita and Udai. Fracton Ventures it's a venture studio and venture capital, and also they participate in several governances of DeFi protocols, and they are really big brains. They are also not we're not close with them. They didn't invest on Zaros in the private rounds. They only bought ZRS after it launched, and they got elected by the community because they have a lot of experience and they've done it for several other projects before. So I got really excited by their application, and I'm glad they got elected because it's a group of people that will help us a lot, not only in terms of guiding difficult decisions that must be decided through the council and not by myself only or the car contributors only. So me, Rich, Batty, Kraken Ventures, and also Enrique, which is one of our investors. This guy has like more than 20 years of experience in professional trading. He's been doing that for huge investment banks and exchanges. So ODC, FX, arbitrage, and things like that. So it's really good to have someone that understands a lot of trading and futures trading in arbitrage and market making, so we can get to the best decisions possible regarding what features to prioritize in the dApp. How should we aim for the best APR on our pool? What's the best market making strategy so we can push the other ones involved and make and help the flywheel to spin and help the token to grow. So I think we built a pretty cool and well qualified job council, and I'm happy with it. So if you're not familiar with those names and with the DAO Council itself, you can go to the governance category here in our Discord and check 2 discussions that are going on in the forum. One, ZIP1, which is basically the ZIPs and ZCCPs framework and guidelines. If you're not familiar with it, ZIP, it's basically an adaptation from EIP, which is Ethereum Implementation Proposals. So it's pretty standard, and we're just adapting it. And ZCCP, it's an adaptation of SCCP, which is something Synthetics uses in their governance. And of course, although Synthetics is a competitor, they were the first ones to do it, and SCCPs have been working really well for years now. So we don't want to reinvent governance. This is not the purpose of Zaros DAO. We just want to find balance between decentralization and adaptation and progress. We don't want to be um, like we don't want to have a lot of bureaucracy and not being able to advance because of decentralization. We want to advance as fast as we would simply as core contributors, but also using the expertise of the elected council members. So ZIP1, this will be voted probably next week. We are finishing to mint the council members' NFTs, which is what they will use to vote now that everyone used GZRS, which is your voting power, to elect council members. So council members will vote with their council members' NFTs. That will be done next week, probably. And then we will start the voting for ZIP1. And we also had a discussion about migrating liquidity from Balancer to Uniswap, which is something that a few community members discussed both in the general chat and the inner circle chat, and um, actually the consensus was it wasn't unanimous. All five of the council members don't think this is a good idea right now. We just need to find the best possible incentives program through Aura, which is something I've been discussing both with Aura, Balancer, and Redacted, which is Redacted Cartel is the DAO that created Hidden Hand. Hidden Hand is a protocol that you can use to bribe for incentives on Aura. And it's not that easy to define what program of incentives we should use to get to a certain APR. Because if it's too large of an APR, LPs will dump ZRS, and this is something we don't want to happen for those who are with us since the beginning and who are exposed with skin in the game. So we need to aim for balance between good APR for the risk of providing liquidity to a new protocol, but also enough for people who will provide like good amounts, like large amounts, for example, above 100K of liquidity per person to stay there. So we are working on that, and I hope we can start discussing, and I'll open a new ZIP discussion post on the forum here on Discord so everyone can follow up with it. So if you don't follow the governance channels, make sure you do, because there are tons of interesting and useful conversations going on there. And you can participate because that's literally a place where the council members want to hear the community's opinion and concerns. So that's a really important category of our Discord. So this is something that has been going on. Also, I think it's really cool for us to share that. Let me just check the updated number actually. 1 second. We just hit, let's see, it's charging almost 5,300 total users on testnet. And it's pretty reliable and pretty new because we reset the user count. And the user count is basically how many accounts have been created by different unique wallets in the DApp. So this got reset, I think 2 months ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. Was it 2 months ago or what?
I think it
I
was
think
2
even
months
less
ago.
actually. What?
Was it?
I think it was on when we launched the LBP. we reset it. So May 27th. So from May 27th until
Yeah.
today, which is around 50 days, like a month and a half, we had 5,300 people connecting to the dApp, and we had more than 130,000 visits in our dApp and website, which is getting pretty good. We've been scaling. Also, something that probably many of you aren't aware of, but we just closed with like 6 major KOLs on Twitter to talk about Zaros. Last time, we tried like a different strategy. We tried the same budget, but um, spread across 25 small to medium influencers, and it had good impact. A lot of people started to hear from us and try Zaros, but I don't think it had like the necessary impact to other influencers start talking about us just because they saw the right person talking about us. And this is what we're trying now. So I can't say exactly the names because it's not public yet, but we already closed, we already paid, we were already working on their drafts of their threads and tweets and etc. And those are going to be huge ones, like 150,000 followers above. So let's see how the strategy goes. And I'm glad for those who are already exposed to ZRS and with us since before that. And also farming Z points before that. So great timing. Um, I started talking about the Dragon Fortnight one. So I can already tell you guys that Dragon Fortnight 2 is coming up. We will probably release it either today or starting next week. We wanted to release that on Wednesday, but we had some issues. We with the new referral system, that it's something we created, researching the top 20 perp stacks right now. So it's a pretty cool referral system that we're going to use mystery boxes. And this, you guys are the first ones to know that because we didn't share that anywhere else. So thanks for being here. And here's some alpha. The Dragon Fortnite 2 will work how? Basically, we are revamping our referral system, and the focus of the Dragon Fortnite 2 is referrals. So literally, it will be the best campaign focused on Z points ever. There never been a campaign where you could earn so many points, mainly without spending a dime. Since it's focused on referral, you don't need to be holding ZRS, you don't need to be providing liquidity, although it makes sense in our case if you want the airdrop to be larger, for you to be holding the token itself because it's already live. And I'll explain a little bit about it soon. But basically, we will have 4 mystery boxes with different levels of rarity. So I won't say exactly which boxes are, but you'll see soon. And you can get like massive amounts of C points with those boxes, because not only those boxes are already valuable themselves, but we will have 10x multipliers for those boxes during the Dragon Fortnight. Not only multipliers for the boxes, but also multipliers for every active quests in the Z Points dashboard. So daily access, we're changing the amount for daily access. We're making it a lot larger, so you guys actually come in every day. And we're putting out multipliers for all other trading related quests, like trading $10,000 with fake funds, achieving 10, 50, and 100K in profit on testnet. And also, of course, multipliers for holding ZRS per day and staking BPTs on Aura per day. So revamping your referral, you'll get not only the 20% extra points of the amount that the person you referred generates, and a 1.2x multiplier for your points, but also a mystery box for you and your friend when the system identifies that person as a valid referral. And what is a valid referral? We're not using like Sybil protection softwares, etc., but we set up the criteria ourselves. And it is pretty simple. A valid referral is a new account that joined through your referral link and completed the trade $10,000 quest on testnet. It's pretty simple. This new person just needs to like do the onboarding process, mint the fake USDC in their account, and trade $10,000. Pretty simple, but it's at least a barrier for those who will be creating fake accounts like it's nothing. So it's a really, really good campaign, and we just want to be focused on real people. So make sure you participate in this campaign now that you're already aware before everyone else. So congrats for joining this call. Let me see what else. So I spoke about this Zaros DAO, election, the forum, ZRS launch, Dragon Fortnight 1 and 2, testnet progress. I think something really cool is to mention the Cyfrin audit that is going on. First, we just got audited by Cyfrin. For those who don't know, Cyfrin, it's relatively a new firm, like it exists for a year or so, but it's founded by Patrick Collins, which is one of the main head of blockchain on Chainlink. He's the co-inventor of CCIP, for example, on Chainlink. So he's a super big ring, and we partner up with them. They are aware of how serious we are and what we are building. So they conducted 5,000 lines code audit in exchange of CRS tokens with the same private investor schedule of anyone else, because they believe in what we are building, and they know that we have a pretty good team building it. So we already finalized the private audit for the perpetual side, and now we are conducting a public contest with $60,000 in rewards. So if you're a dev and you want to battle test the perpetuals module, you can join CodeHawks, which is the competitive audit model for Cyfrin, and check how is the audit being conducted. Basically, we have $60,000 in rewards, depending on the level of how critic of the exposure you found. So if it's small risk, it's less reward. If it's medium risk, a lot more reward. If it's high risk, even a lot more rewards. And there's a specific channel on CodeHawks for you guys to discuss everything that's going on with the hundreds of auditors. And yeah, that's something really important, because we need to show users and people with true size that they can trust Zaros, and that it has been audited by great devs, and that it has been battle tested by hundreds of auditors. So that's something that is going on right now, and you can be a part of it if you'd like. And after this public contest, we will conduct the private audit with Cyfrin as well in the market making engine, which is our earn vaults. And after we end the private audit, we will host a second public contest on CodeHawks, which will be around $40,000 in rewards. I'm not sure about the date. It will take like at least 30, 45 days from now, I believe. Even more, 45 days at least. So, but we'll keep you guys updated. And after that, we're ready to launch mainnet. So, yeah, I can't say exactly the date, but you can expect mainnet to come out soon, from 2 to 3 months from now. What else? I think it's really important for those. I haven't had the time to read all text here, so let me just check. Oh, there's a lot of text here. Okay, but not something I haven't answered yet, I think. Okay. Well, moving on. I'll take a look at the chat later to answer any new questions that I didn't see. But I realize that there's new people trying to understand if it's too late to participate on the protocol and on the points campaign. It's not. And we just released, like a few weeks ago, a really, really good resource document on how to contribute. So this is literally the title of the document, how to contribute. We created it because we want you guys to have resources and a guide of what do we need from you guys? How can you provide value? How can we uh, start like seeing you every day in the Discord and know that not only you're chatting there, but you're providing true value to the protocol and to the community. So I think yeah, I was gonna ask Nick and Pupu to send the document, but they already did. So yeah, you can access that Notion page and read the document, and you'll understand how can you contribute, what do you need to do, what would we like you to do, and how can you provide value not only for Zaros but for Zaros's community, and what will you get in return? Like what exclusive roles, what exclusive access, and things like that. So if you want to participate, it's not too far, it's not too late, and you can use that as a guide. Um, Let me check what else. I think one thing that is pretty cool to mention is about Monad, because like we got a lot of attention from the Monad ecosystem, and we loved their ecosystem, not only the tech but the people. So just give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I think first of all, what is Monad? What's the hype about it, and what caught our attention? So Monad is pretty simple. I'm gonna try to summarize it in a tweet. It's scaling the EVM without sacrificing decentralization. And this is done by the build out of an entirely new client. This takes a lot of time. They've been building it for a while. They already achieved more than $200 million in funding, private funding, and they didn't even launch their testnet. The Monad is pretty huge. What does building an entirely new client gets you? New design space for dApps, so basically massively expanded gas budget, transaction fees in throughput to actually support apps that scale. So it's 10,000 transactions per second, and a lot cheaper. As an L1, in a real organic community for builders and participants to tap into. To be honest, the tech is really important, and it makes sense for our roadmap and what we can build in the future. So I'm going to give you guys an example. One thing that we can and we might build on top of Monad as a V2. For those who don't know, Zaros can be used as an ecosystem. If you have a derivatives protocol and you don't want to build the market making engine, which is something that a lot of protocols do. For example, Vertex, which is one of the top 10 perp dexes in the market right now, they don't have their own market making engine. They use Elixir. Which, so there's a lot of others that do that. DYDX is doing that, and many others. Uh, you Other protocols can use our market making engine for their front ends, and we want to provide that and create that derivatives liquidity layer for Monad, and we are going to be the first ones there. We're making sure of that. And the V2 we want to build, it's using parallelism, which is the name of Monad's stack, parallelism with the right mechanism design to scale DeFi applications to CeFi. So we can build a native order book that requires their sequencing. It is hard to parallelize execution. So this is the problem that we want to build on Monad by creating a hybrid order book plus AMM, powered by boosted restaking vaults with optimistically parallelized execution. This got a little bit technical, but for those who understand it, it's something really unique and that will make the lives of other derivatives protocols a lot easier, not only on Monad, but also on Arbitrum, because on Arbitrum, other projects will be able to use our market making engine as it is, and on Monad, the parallelized version. So we will be on both ecosystems, but we're really excited about what we can build on Monad. But to be honest, not only the tech, but the community. For me, it's something really unique that not only myself, but the whole community team on Zaros inspires on. Like the Monad community and the Monad ecosystem, it's something unique. People are really, really active there every day, talking about it, talking about building cool shit, and just making friends. Actually, is they're um, achieving what I wanted to achieve with Zaros's Discord from day one, which is making the community member the main character. I want you guys to log in and to tap on Zaros Discord every day because you're making friends there and because you're talking about what you're doing throughout your day. And what are you looking for? What are you researching? What are you trading? And just make friends and talk to them every day. I know there's somewhere, I know there's a server. You probably have a lot of friends and you talk to them every day. And I want Zaros to be the place where you do that about crypto. So um, I think that on top of all the tech and what it enables us to build, if we feel all of that potential with one of the greatest communities I've ever seen, uh, I think the results will be insane. So, well, I'm really, really hyped about Monad. What I can say to you guys is we are already confirmed there. We are connected to, like, we're not only building on Monad because everyone can build on Monad. I'm connected to Keon, the founder of Monad. I'm connected to the intern, the head of growth at Monad. I'm connected to Fitz. I'm connected to all of the team and everyone that like it's doing something meaningful on Monad. King Louis, Mouch, and like Beanads and many other people there. Um, we really want to be a part of it and shape Zaros to what they're building because it's insane. It's so cool in terms of community. So yeah, I think we actually already exceeded our time, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but let me check if there's anything I missed. Anything else? Well, let me check questions before I try to think of something else. Actually, let me read 1 second. So that question from I am a poor guy. How do you prevent a person from opening multiple trade accounts and then inviting themselves to earn 20% referral points? This would allow them to hold many points, which might be unfair during the future airdrops. Well, I think it's important to remember, everyone, that we're doing the airdrop through phases. So right now we're on the testnet phase, which will use 3.6% of the total token supply. But I need to remember you guys that not all details have been disclosed. Um, so there's a lot to happen on testnet yet. There's also Mona testnet to come out. And the criteria for eligibility, it's not fully disclaimed yet. How to participate and how to make sure you have a chance to win, it's pretty clear, it's pretty obvious, it's straight into everyone's faces, which is the Z points dashboard with all of the quests, the multipliers, and the points you've accumulated. Obviously, we stated this several times that Z points will be equal to ZRS, but the eligibility criteria in terms of who tried to, what's the word? Well, try to take advantage of like system criteria to farm too many points in an unfair manner, like Sybil attacks. We will have the tools to prevent that. So if you create it in a way that it's against what we already disclaimed or what is the standard in the market, we will be able to catch it, and people won't be able to just exploit the Z point system. And yeah, we can share more details about it in the following weeks if you guys want to know. But don't worry, you're one of the faces that I recognize here in this call. I am a poor guy, so don't worry. You guys won't be um, penalized for being early just because people can try to farm on top of you. And let me see what else you just asked. Uh, is it possible to allocate some shares of tokens to users who participated at the very beginning of season one, which seemed to have it around June 10, but was extended? The allocated shares don't need to be a lot. Oh, well, but basically you're asking if there will be exclusive rewards for those who participated earlier. There will be exclusive rewards for those who participated earlier. Don't worry, there are several ways we can check that. A date of connecting wallets, roles within the Discord, and participation in exclusive campaigns that had limited timelines. So yes, there will be exclusive rewards for those who participated early, but I also need to mention that our goal, and I'm pretty sure this will happen, is to more than double the amount of users on Zaros in the next 30 to 45 days. So you're still early right now. People who were participating like in the first 1,000 users were extremely early, and there will be different rewards for that. But if you're here now, 5,000 users, that's a pretty good number, but that's not much for what we're going to attain. So don't worry, it's still early, and we're keeping in our mind focus on the people who supported us since the beginning. And if you really study like the point system and the quests and the multipliers throughout time, you'll understand what we are valuing the most. So yeah, I think that's what I can say because I can't give you all details, otherwise there's no fun. um, when is the testnet end date? Well, that's just asking when mainnet basically, because we're not closing testnet until mainnet is released. So as I said before, yeah, I just saw that Pupu just answered. So 2 to 3 months from now. And for those who don't know, there will be season one. Season one, the main season of points will start on mainnet. which will hold around 5% of the total supply in tokens. And after that, we're going to rebalance depending on demand and results and feedback from the community. Anyone else have any questions? Because I think that's all from my end. Nick, I don't know if you want to say anything else, anything that I forgot to talk about.
Yeah, I was muted. No, I believe you covered all. I checked the chat for other questions, but I think you covered all also. So not sure if there's any other questions. Dunknado is typing. But
Yeah,
yeah, if we don't have other questions, we can end up right here.
yeah, where can I find these dragon images like yours? Yeah, that's something that Nick has been asking me and other car contributors as well. This is something that, well, I don't know for how long you've been around, Dunknado. Let me check actually. Early this year, I believe. No, June 3rd. So yeah, you've been around since for a month. Yeah. Um, the dragons, we revamped our dragons like I don't know how much time ago, like how long ago, but we revamped the dragons. We're trying a new style, illustration style, and we've been changing our visual ID and communication style because of that. So the only ones who have PFPs of the dragon are myself and Pedro, the co-founders. But we are working on resources, on like poses, and also traits for you guys to create your own PFP with a generator. So we don't have PFPs for everyone right now. It is an idea of creating like an NFT collection to just airdrop for token holders in the future with PFPs in this style. But we will provide the community like the resources to create your own. And right now we don't have like PFPs for everyone, but you can create cool things if you access the how to contribute page. There's also the media kit page. If Nick, Pupu, or Jan can share that. In the media kit, you'll find like all design resources that we made public. And there are resources for the dragons. I'll actually ask the design team to update it with the new artworks that we received. Every artwork that the artists create for us, we also ask that in PSD, which separates the layers of the artworks. So we can give you guys, for example, the artist just created a new GM artwork with Zero or X, who are both the dragons. Let's make available uh, the PNG file for only the dragon in that position, in that isolated background, and that isolated trait that we use in the dragon for that artwork. So people will be able to create their own unique PFPs with those resources. But right now, we don't have like PFPs for everyone. But yeah, there are some other GM and metrics updates, artworks that you can use to do that. But I really appreciate that you noticed and that you liked it because it's something that we've been considering to create more of those for the community. So if Think NATO is not the only one that likes it, make sure to make some noise in the general chat, not here in the general stage, but the general chat in the community category to ask for it. And we'll ask the design team and the illustrators to enable more traits for you guys to create it. All right. So yeah, I think there's no new questions, and I actually gotta go. So thanks a lot, guys, for participating. I think Nick or Dan has been recording the call, so everyone who couldn't make it on time can hear it later. And yeah, make sure Nick to take a screenshot of everyone who's here until the end, so we can bless them with some Dragon coins or Z points. Let's see. I'll let you decide and just give them some rewards for staying here until the end. So thanks guys, thanks for participating and hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna make it more frequently. See ya.
Thank you guys. See you.